So far, we've worked with some of the templates that come built in with Lightroom. In this lecture, we'll explore how to build and save custom templates with multiple images rather than only one. To get started, click on any of the custom template options available in the template browser. I'll go ahead and select the custom 4 square. We can see the template has been created with 4 image placeholders available, and these are known as cells. Also, another panel has become available to us. So if I just scroll up over here, you'll see the cells panel. We didn't see this option before. There are several things we can do with this panel. First, we can add additional placeholders by clicking any one of these buttons. I'll click the first one just to show you. You can see that another cell has been created, and since there wasn't enough space on the first page, it's been added to the second page. There's additional drop-down menus over here. So we currently added a 1 2 by 2.5 inch square. We can also add all these additional options as well, like 2.5 by 3.5, 3 by 7, and so on. And each one of these items has a drop-down menu. So it's quite flexible in terms of the types of cells you can add. If you want to move the cell we just added over to the first page, you can do that. Just click off and then click on, but hold your left mouse button down and you can drag the cell over. Now we do have an overlap. The cell we just added is on one of the existing cells. I'm just going to shift this cell here for a second to show you a couple of things. Since we no longer have any cells on the second page, we can go ahead and close this page down by clicking the X here. If you want to delete a cell, you can just right click on it, and there's a number of options here. One of them is delete cell. So if I were to click that, it would get rid of that cell for me. I'm going to bring it back for a moment. Before we continue with this demonstration, let's go ahead and add some images to this custom template that we're creating. So just drag some images into each one of these cells. You'll notice that the image that I added into this new cell sits on top of all the other images. The stack order of each cell can be changed by right-clicking on the cell. So if I want to change the stack order of this cell, I'll right-click on it, and I can either send it to back, send backwards, send forwards, or send to front. The send to back and send to front option will make this image sit either behind or in front of all other cells, respectively. So for example, if I send this to back, it's behind everything. If I send it to front, it's in front of everything. Send backwards and send forwards will change the stack order by 1 each time you use it. So if we had multiple cells stacked on top of one another, you could use the send backwards or send forwards to determine the sequence of that stack order. If you want to make any of these cells larger, simply click on it and you can drag the handles around the cell. We can also rotate it. Just right click and select rotate cell and it'll rotate it for you. Another way to adjust the height and width of a cell is you can do it right in the cells panel using these sliders here. Here's the height and here's the width. Here's the rotate cell button. You can use this checkbox here, lock to photo aspect ratio, if you want to scale the cell while maintaining its aspect ratio. So you'll notice that when we adjust the width and height, it's proportional. Okay, we can see that by placing a check mark in the lock aspect ratio, some of the cells underneath have realigned. So I'll just go ahead and undo that last step. And now we're back to the original. So I'm going to go ahead and remove this cell that's sitting on top of everything. I'm just going to right click and go to delete cell. If you want to create a new page, you can click the new page button over here. And now you can start working on this page as well. Say for example, we could add a cell there. And we could really do just about anything we want in terms of the format of this page. It's completely customizable.